Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite pirate crew. Today we are going to talk about Shanks revealing all the pirates he's killed and defeated. If you would like to see more about One Piece in our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew. But pirates, before we continue with the video, I ask that you already subscribe to our channel. That way you will join our pirate crew and earn a devil fruit or master your favorite haki. It would also help our crew a lot if you leave your thumbs up on today's video, so together we can become Yonkos. Now let's continue with today's video. The Yonkos are a group of pirates that cause fear and respect all over the world. Until today, only two of them are still a great mystery to us in terms of power: Blackbeard and Shanks, especially Redhead, because he has always been the most peaceful type of person, avoiding unnecessary conflicts and choosing to ward off his opponents with haki or words of threat. But has he always been like this? How powerful is he really? Can we have a sense of whether he has actually killed anyone in the past, or how many he has defeated? All of this is what we will discuss in today's video. Shanks the Redhead, commonly known only as the Redhead, is the head of the Redhead Pirates and one of the four emperors who rule the New World. He is a former member of the legendary Rogers Pirates, the only pirate band to successfully conquer the Grand Line, starting his pirate career in said crew as an apprentice alongside Buggy before forming his own crew after the death of Goody Roger. He was also a notable pirate, being the one who inspired Luffy to gain the courage to go out on his journey, always protecting him as best he could and waiting for the day he would become a great pirate to return his straw hat to him. As a former member of Rogers Pirates, head of the Redhead Pirates, and one of the four emperors of the New World for years, Shanks is known to be one of the four strongest pirates in the world. However, not much is known about Shanks' powers and abilities in detail other than that his haki is probably one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful ever seen in the entire One Piece saga. Despite previously being the youngest of the four emperors, Shanks is on an equal level with the more experienced Kaido, Charlotte Linlin, and even Whitebeard, who was feared as the strongest pirate in the world. Kaido recognizes Shanks as one of the few powerful pirates capable of fighting him. Rockstar also used his captain's name to convey to Whitebeard the importance of the letter he delivered to him. It was also stated by the five elders that he is one of the few people capable of stopping Teach. Admiral Akainu has fought many men, some of Whitebeard's division commanders, and two former admirals. People, whenever they see or feel the Emperor's presence, never choose to confront or face him in any way. Most, including powerful admirals, eventually recoil at his presence or upon hearing his name. His haki is powerful enough to scare them off, and ultimately to make them give up the fight. As a member of the four emperors, Shanks' name alone commands great power, as Buggy himself proved. His statement that he already had a brotherly bond with Shanks was one of the many things that earned him the respect of the inmates of Impel Down. Furthermore, Buggy did not shy away from using the names of Shanks and his previous captain, Goody Roger, to maintain his respect among them. Even the fact that Buggy was seen talking to Shanks was seen as a testament to Buggy's power to the former prisoners, who did not know that the two had always acted this way and mistakenly thinking it was because Buggy was not afraid of an emperor. Shanks commands enough power to end the war in Marineford with just words. When he stated that there would be no more fighting, no one came forward to challenge him, even though the Marines were on fire after Ace and Whitebeard died. When Shanks offered to fight the very confident and pompous Blackbeard, who moments earlier had bragged about destroying the island and taking down Fleet Admiral Sengoku and Vice Admiral Garp after already killing Whitebeard, Blackbeard refused and decided to leave, as it was too soon for him and his team to take on Shanks. Furthermore, when Shanks requested that Whitebeard and Ace's dignity and death not be violated, Sengoku himself decided to call off the war and offered to take responsibility, showing that despite being a pirate, Shanks has earned Sengoku's respect, something no pirate other than the late Whitebeard is known to have achieved. Shanks also has enough influence to gain an audience with the five elders, who as the leaders of the world government would normally consider him an enemy, although he would have to wear a hood to hide his identity so as not to cause trouble. Shanks possesses immense physical strength, as he was once a rival of Mihawk, a master swordsman with tremendous power who could dominate Avro in terms of brute strength with immense ease. Even with only one arm, Shanks can apply tremendous power to his fencing, able to easily match Whitebeard, a gigantic man who could completely dominate giants and an entire army of powerful and skilled naval officers. With his physical strength combined with Busa's Hoku haki, Shanks could defend against Akainu's magma fist, which has extremely destructive offensive power. Shanks possesses tremendous levels of endurance and pain tolerance. Even after having his arm bitten by a Sea King who tried to devour Luffy, Shanks was completely unperturbed despite the intense bleeding and simply used Shoku haki to scare the Sea King off. He is also an excellent swimmer, having once swum to the depths of the ocean to save Buggy from drowning. He is also very fast at swimming, a fact that allowed him to rescue Luffy in the open sea from an attack by the King of the Seas. With the loss of his arm, however, it is unknown if he still retains any swimming skills. Like Dracula's former rival Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, Shanks himself is an immensely skilled swordsman. Shanks could match a Whitebeard blow with only one arm, which is a testament to his fencing prowess. The Yonko is also powerful enough to easily defend against Akainu's magma fist using only his sword and Busa's Hoku haki. Shanks apparently favored his left arm for combat before losing it, as he is always seen holding his sword in his left hand during flashbacks. As such, it is assumed that he was left-handed or at least ambidextrous before losing said limb. He is one of the few people in the world who can use all three types of haki. Even Whitebeard praised Shanks for his haki when he used it on his visit, with Jozu stating that it was overwhelming. Shanks' Shoku haki knocks out the weakest members of Whitebeard's crew. Shanks possesses immense mastery in Shoku haki, a rare type of haki that only 1 in several million people in the world can use. His ability to use Shoku was first hinted at shortly after his introduction, with him using Shoku's intimidation factor to scare a Sea King with a single angry glance. While Shanks was boarding Whitebeard's ship for his meeting, dozens of Whitebeard's men, experienced men capable of surviving the New World, fell into unconsciousness as the ship itself began to suffer physical damage from Shanks' mere presence, stunning those around. Shanks' Shoku haki was at least twice as powerful as Luffy's at the time of the Fishman Island arc. Shanks could have knocked out all 100,000 New World Fishman pirates opposing the Straw Hats, while Luffy only overcame half that. A true testament to Shanks' mastery of this type of haki is that he was able to send a powerful blast of haki that affected Admiral Ryo Kuju from his ship miles away from the land of Wano, stopping him in his tracks without even stepping foot in Wano. Jinbai stated that such a display of haki was monstrous. Shanks is an immensely skilled user of Busa's Hoku haki. During the Marineford Summit War, his haki-infused sword easily blocked Akainu's enhanced magma punch, which was powerful enough to burn enemies such as Ace, Jin, and even Emperor Whitebeard. He also possesses the ability to use Kenbunshaku haki. His ability with this type of haki is immense, able to detect a strange presence while he was miles away from the land of Wano. With all this in mind, we know that Shanks is by far one of the strongest and most dangerous characters in One Piece. With that alone, we can tell that he would likely go head-to-head with an overwhelming amount of opponents, although we have never officially seen him in combat. After all, much of the time he avoids this type of situation. When Shanks goes into his serious mode, he always manages to scare those around him, which probably makes him always avoided. In the past, however, we can imagine that he should have been considered the most promising pirate among the rookies. He could have clashed with several other older pirates, even though he was still so young. From an early age, he could be this more peaceful type of person, so it is possible that he would always defeat his opponents in combat, but avoid killing them unnecessarily. It seems to fit perfectly with the type of character he is. We can assume that he will also show admirable competence in combat in the future, now that we will probably see him in action more during this last saga of the manga. But what about you? What do you think of Shanks? Do you think he has killed many pirates in the past? Do you think he is not that kind of person? How powerful can he really be? Leave your opinion in the comments. That's it, my Straw Hat Pirate. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions for a video, don't forget to comment below, because I'll be reading them all as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your pirate crew.